As the mother of an energetic young boy, I have a personal interest in making Scotland the best place for children and young people to grow up. We all have a responsibility to make this happen, not just because it will save taxpayers money in the longer term, but because we all know it's the right thing to do. We all have high hopes and aspirations for our children. More than anything, we want our children to be safe, happy and healthy, to make lots of friends at school and to do well at school. We want them to feel included and to feel loved and to have the same opportunities as other children and to grow up having had the best start in life. Being a parent or a carer of a child is one of the hardest and most important jobs anyone can do. It is important to recognise that it's what parents do that is more important than who parents are. Parents and carers are the biggest single influence on a child's life, particularly in the early years. The influence we have on a child's development and their ability to form and build positive relationships can make such a big difference as they go through the teenage years and beyond into adulthood. So whether you're a parent, a carer, a grandparent, an auntie or uncle, a friend of the family or a practitioner delivering services to support children and families, we all have a key role and responsibility in shaping the way forward. And we all know it's not easy looking after children. The challenges, of course, are even greater for families in difficult situations. And I know and you know there is no such thing as a perfect parent. And as a parent, there are times when I question my own parenting skills. Am I doing the right thing? Is there a better way of dealing with a toddler's challenging behaviour? I recognise that all parents and carers need help and support at some time. And I can't stress enough the importance of supporting parents, carers and families, especially in these difficult financial times. And we need to do that in order to ensure that all our children can reach their full potential. Our services, resources and talents need to focus on doing the right thing by our children and their families. If we do the right things by our children in the early years, their foundation years, they will grow up doing the right things for themselves, by themselves and for their children and their own communities in the years to come.
They like the building blocks and they like the toys and they like their mummies and daddies and big sisters and big brothers and they like their friends.
Let's listen to Sarah and see where she's going to go and learn. The house colour, it's now the zoo area, the water.
And I like to learn a computer, and I like to learn, I like my mom to give me a cuddle.
When I was a toddler, I liked getting loved, you know, like it was good for me, because when I was like a baby, I used to cry if I didn't get attention. Everybody does it. But you know, you need like the attention and the love for you to feel happy.
Children need a family to care for them and love them.
And a family that actually listen to them, not a family that just ignore them and listen to their own things.
Adults should listen to children because children are not always right, but they can bring up some good ideas.
If I ever had kids, I'd spend plenty of time with them.
Fathers are just as important as mothers.
It's not good for like their parents maybe to be fighting or their older siblings to be sort of not being nice to them. It's important that the young children and babies get interaction with other people.
It's good for their mothers to have someone to like talk about like the baby classes and their children.
I think their leaders of life are important because it's like the building blocks of life.
She's a bit bossy because she's so confident now. There was a time where we worried that she wouldn't talk. So the fact that she is like that is great because she's had the support.
How would you say the support you've been given from the staff and the other parents have helped you in?
Knowing that I'm not the only person that gets absolutely when the kids play up.
Meeting friends, doing courses, doing new things, just having a life. I could be mum and be Vicky.
We have the common ground of being a mum, but we have the common ground of still having ambition. We have the common ground of still not wanting to be judged.
And it's overwhelming just being mum, 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 mum.
They give you basic skills or enhance the skills you've already got. To actually use my brain after it becoming such mummy mush.
You could come in here crying on one of your worst days and somebody would sit down and talk to you and listen to you and understand.
Wherever you go, you'll always see mums clubs, toddler group. Never ever says men welcome.
Thought that First Steps was for single parents or people who just didn't really have any parenting skills. Why should I need it? Because I've got a husband who supports me, I've got 2 children who I absolutely adore. Why do I need the help? But it isn't until something kind of goes...
What was it like actually joining the group?
I didn't want anybody to think that I needed help. I sort of didn't want to look like I wasn't coping.
It's not easy asking for help. It's like, it feels like a weakness.
Although it might be daunting and it might be scary, it's taking that first step to get through the door that changes your life.
What things in the future do you think need to happen?
It's all right having services, but if you don't know how to access the services, you're still out in the cold.
Does it come to a point where I just get left to boil over and boil over until I end up in a worse mental state and my kids end up in care? And you're not just talking about the parent and the children, you're talking about what it's going to do to the rest of the family down the line.
I am so sure there's people sitting at home crying in the corner, right as we speak, that need to be picked up. And it would change the future of even this country. You know, it could make that big a difference. Such a small little thing that somebody could have some place to go when they really need it would be phenomenal.
These are the things that matter to me because it's my children that I think about the most. And your children too.